It's Jennifer Evans with Empowering Wellness Counseling Solutions. We've gotten through another week, and each week I want to focus on 5 words. I really like this idea of 5-letter words. I find it as I go through the week that it creates a message for me, and it allows me to stay just a little bit more present, a little bit more intentional, a little more connected to my being, my intentions, my faith. And so this week we are looking at words of nourishment. I really wish nourish was a 5-letter word. But we're looking at flour, bread, water, seeds, dough, and light. And so all of these things are different levels of nourish within our bodies. And so we begin with seeds, and I talked a little bit this week about the seeds that we plant. And, you know, amongst the seasons, and that's the spring season, we're planting those seeds. And then we get into flour. Well, and grain is another 5-letter word. We get grain. So as we are nourishing our seeds in the summertime, we are harvesting our grain in the fall, and we're building flour so that we can bake bread in the winter time. So that is that. I was talking about those seasons in the fall, right? That is us harvesting and preparing ourselves for that dormant time. And water and light. So seeds require water and light. That is your nourishment. So no matter what, fall, summer, winter, or spring, we need water and light to nourish ourselves, to stay connected, to stay grounded, to stay present. And so we use that as ways to be able to stay mindful, to stay in the here and now, and to stay connected to our intentions. And so, you know, when I talk about blocking, and I did color blocking, and I'll do Pomodoro another time, so stay tuned. I use water as pretty much one of the most success-oriented things that you can do, because we don't do enough of it, and the act of drinking water just in itself allows us an opportunity to implicitly value ourselves. You know, we should be a little over 50% water. The majority of our bodies is made out of water, and yet so often we deplete ourselves. We deplete that source, that pure source of value, of nourishment for ourselves. The same with light, you know, like a lot of people talk about seasonal affective disorder, SAD. And a big part of that is they're not getting enough light. They're not getting the vitamin D. They're not getting that solar energy that is needed to have a happier, healthier presence. And so light is an important part. It's an important part of our life, and it's an important part of nature and life in general. We need that light. And summer gives us a lot of it in the Northern Hemisphere. And so, you know, it's being more aware and intentful of the light that we're given. And flour is a binder. A lot of people don't know that, but flour is a binder. It allows us, you know, gluten comes from flour. And gluten is why it is so inflammatory, is because it's a binder. It is nourishing to us, but it's also binding to us. So we put flour in things as a way of creating adherence. You know, when you're making crab cakes or any other kind of cake, you can have shaved zucchini to crab, to artichokes, whatever you want. But what you're doing is you're putting egg to bind, and you're using flour to create a binding, a patty, that allows you to have that food. So flour is a big binder. It helps to create connection, and that connection creates nourishment and what is the main ingredient of building bread. And yeast. So it has it all. It's water, it's flour, that is bread, that is yeast, another 5-letter word, that is grain, that is nourishment, that is dough. So yeah, it's a very important thing. It's kind of a strange one that we don't really sit and think about a lot, but there is so much value in even the littlest pieces of things that can grow to be something bigger and something greater than what we've ever thought it to be. Who would have thought just planting a seed can turn into what nourishes our body? Or drinking a cup of water is what gives us implicit validation and jumpstarts us into a happier, healthier life. I hope this worked well for you and that you could connect to it. Start commenting your 5-letter words. I love to see kind of that trend of what comes in. I really am connecting to these 5-letter words and finding how they create intention and purpose in my life, and hoping to share that with you. Thank you so much. If you like this, put comments down, subscribe for exclusive comment, and put those little thumbs up. Thank you so much. Talk to you later.